everybody. Welcome back to the Routine Podcast.
Gymnastics Conversations.
I'm Chelsea.
And I'm Chelsea's mom, Diana.
And we're back for episode 78.
And we're not in my basement.
We're in my room, as mom likes to call it.
We're in Chelsea's apartment.
Yes, it is an apartment, but mom, because I live in a studio, she likes to call it a room. Thanks, mom.
Chelsea's apartment is very nice.
It's cozy, right?
Yes, I'm in the kitchen. No, I'm in the...
See, here she goes. She's about to throw shade right now.
I'm not. I'm in the dining room.
The dining room, the bedroom, and the kitchen, actually.
I can actually see the bedroom, the living room, and the kitchen from the dining room.
Yeah.
And it's very nice.
Thank you. DC is expensive, so...
And you're paying for all of it yourself.
I am.
And I'm very proud of you.
This is actually the most lights I've ever had on in this apartment.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and mom literally just said before we started, it's really dark in here. I can't see.
So it's from like having the money to pay your electric bill perspective?
Actually, utilities are included, so don't even try and come for me.
So why is it dark in here then?
Because I like the dark.
Because you're like a hermit?
Yeah.
Ah.
I prefer darkness.
Yeah, it was dark. And we were just doing an interview, and Chelsea's like writing me a note. And first of all, it's on a pink sticky with a pink highlighter. And she wants me to be able to read the note.
Like invisible ink.
And I have my glasses on, but I'm like, hi.
She looked at it, and then she looked at me, and she just handed it back. Like, what do you want me to do with this?
Like, there's writing on this?
So why are we here?
Why are we here? Why aren't you at my house?
We've had a couple of schedule changes. We had intentions for a different episode this week, but things happen. Mm-hmm. Life happened.
That's
so
right.
Now we're recording again 2 days before the episode is supposed to go out.
That's so true. And what's interesting is we've never done that. We've always been the Sunday game day recorders.
And the thing is, when we wouldn't record by Sunday, both you and I would be stressed.
We'd be freaking out.
Even though we had a solid 3 days to edit.
Right.
But now we're doing it the day before, like, I guess I'll just stay up all night and edit.
Well, because you know what, too? On Sunday we talked, right? And I said, hey, do we want to record? Actually, I don't think I said that. I said, hey, I'm a little tired. You're like, yeah, no, I'm tired, too.
Yeah, I didn't, yeah.
This is not a habit we need to get into, though. You know that, right?
Well, it's already, like, mid-March. By the time we break the habit, season's going to be over.
Well, and it's already like 9 o'clock on Tuesday, too. So it's really Wednesday.
That means, again, no pressure, but we got to be good this first time around. Not a lot of editing's going to be happening.
All right, I'm pulling my chair up. Game day ready.
But, like, I think a lot of people liked last week's episode.
Really?
I know. I mean, listening to it back, it was such, like, a mom Chelcie episode.
And Coda.
Yeah, and our dog Coda.
And the Google machine.
Yeah, there was just like a lot happening. I don't know if we'll be able to top that.
Let's hope not.
But yeah,
Let's hope not.
Last week was good. But I think a good comment to start with was from our friend Sam is a Dancer. She actually went to the Penn State versus Florida meet this past weekend, and she traveled with a couple of gym nerds, and she said, we're 40 minutes outside of Penn State, it's snowing, and Dave Pendry's, Jackie Green, and I are catching up on the Routine Podcast. Dave's car Google just freaked out when you guys were yelling Google.
Did it really?
Yeah.
I wonder how many people's Google.
I know, right? We're like, what do you want?
That's so funny. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
And it's funny you said she was traveling with gym nerds. She was traveling with Routine Podcast listeners.
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't know they all knew each other.
I wonder...
Did we, like, cause this to happen?
I doubt it.
Me too.
But I wonder what commentary they were making while listening to our podcast.
I know. Hopefully it was good.
I know. That's like a weird thing to think about.
And we also got a couple of tweets about our discussion about Chelsea's unbelievable having never watched Dirty Dancing.
Know. And those are like the first tweets we got last week. And I was like, I kind of knew this was coming.
Because it's nuts.
Is it really?
It really is.
But does my generation, not to like...
This is a non-generational movie. It does
really?
Not matter. Yes, it does not
Maybe I'll ask
matter.
my friends if they've watched Dirty Dancing.
I think so. And make sure you tell us, because I bet you they're going to tell you they have.
Okay. All right.
But, so we got a tweet from @Slothanova who says, I'm mad that Chelcie hasn't seen Dirty Dancing. Watch party at the hotel at NCAA Nationals? I think that's a great idea.
I don't know if we'll have time for all that.
You wouldn't even show up, though. I know that. And I have to be honest, I don't really know if you're a Dirty Dancing kind of a chick.
I don't think so either, which is why the first question I asked you was, is it corny? Because it looks pretty corny to me.
So Chelcie hates science fiction-y types of movies. She hates movies that you have to kind of suspend reality to even get into. Yeah. And she hates corny. Like, her big thing, guys.
Where are you going with this?
Is Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Okay, we didn't have to take it there.
Am I telling the truth?
You are. I'm actually really ashamed, but, like, it's true. My guilty pleasure is all Real Housewives. It allows me just to, like, decompress at the end of the day.
She binges on the Real Housewives, guys.
I do.
It's like when she comes to my house, the one channel that really doesn't work at my house.
It kills me. Oh my gosh.
The one channel that doesn't really work is Bravo.
And it kills me because your home is just relaxation to me.
Thank you.
And I can't watch Bravo.
It's Bravo.
But, like, you need to call up Verizon and tell them to get someone out here.
I do. If it prevents you from coming home and seeing me, I will call Verizon.
Okay, any of our listeners, are you guys Bravo heads? Don't make me feel alone here.
Or even worse, are you Real Housewife fans?
But anyway,
so we got that tweet about Dirty Dancing, and then we got another tweet that's from Darcy Jane B, who says, and this is in all caps, I have to say, what do you mean you've never seen Dirty Dancing?
I know. I just want to, like, go in, like, a corner and just hide.
Or just go in a corner and watch Dirty Dancing. Because nobody puts baby in the corner.
Again, I would laugh, do something, but I just don't get what you're saying.
It's the end of the movie, and it's, like, the best part of the movie.
All right. But we also got a tweet from our good friend Evelyn, who resides in Sweden.
Our Swedish friend.
And she actually left us a voicemail last week. And she said, Chelcie, you're welcome to Sweden anytime. Of course, you too, Diana, your Swedish friend.
I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Evelyn. And lastly, we got a tweet from our friends at Gymnalysis, and they said, surprised that you didn't mention Amori Lockhart from Denver and her floor routine during your recap. She's remarkable on floor with leaps that are stratospheric.
You are totally right, Gymnalysis. Her leaps are incredible. She has the amplitude, but she also has the flexibility and the toe point to go with it.
Got it.
And she's, again, I know we say this all the time, but she's one of those gymnasts that, you know, she's like kind of just figuring out college gymnastics. She still has that club style to me. I can see how she will make an impact at Denver further on in her career. Not that she's not making an impact now, but I can really see how she's going to be a standout gymnast.
Sure. So that was a lot of tweets.
I know. People were just like firing off tweets this week. Totally appreciate it.
And no voicemail, but I think...
No.
Oh, we got a voicemail?
We did from, I don't know if Hattie, who left us a voicemail, I don't know if she knows that we know, but Hattie was like one of our first commenters.
OG.
Yeah, like
OG.
But like super OOG.
Okay, I have to do this. We got a voicemail. We got a voicemail.
So we actually asked a question last week. If you could have any floor routine go viral, current gymnast or former gymnast, who would it be?
Ashley Nat.
I don't think that's what you said last week.
I didn't. No. Well, it's typical. I changed my mind.
I know, right?
I do that all the time. I think you didn't do the former one last time.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't.
See, now that changes everything for me.
So Hattie actually answered that question for us.
Hi, Chelsea and Diana. This is Hattie. I've been a longtime listener and I love your guys' podcast. You do such a great job. Thank you for your hard work. I just wanted to say I have 2 submissions for routines that I think should go viral. First off is Shea Zamardi's 2016 floor routine. It's not the typical style that would go viral. It's a little more balletic, I guess. I'm not sure that's quite the right word, but it's less of that in your face, really over the top, loud, dancey music. But it's just gorgeous choreography. I especially love the part right before her first tumbling pass. But if we're looking for floor routines from this season in 2020, I would definitely nominate Trinity Thomas's floor routine. Not only is her tumbling just outstanding, her leaps are top notch. She also has really unique choreography and movements that I think go with her music really, really well. So those are my 2 submissions. Thanks again for your excellent work. I love listening to you guys. Bye.
That was...
Well,
Uh-oh.
before you make your comment, she left us a second voicemail, actually.
Oh, really?
Hi again, it's Hattie. I forgot to mention, Chelsea, you definitely need to watch Dirty Dancing. I think you would really like it.
Oh my gosh. Clearly my weekend plans are determined for me.
It's like 2 hours.
I don't even... Does Netflix have Dirty Dancing?
Had the time of my life.
I know the song.
I don't think Netflix has Dirty Dancing. I think you have to buy Dirty Dancing.
That's a no for me, dog.
I'll pay for it. I will. You've got to watch Dirty Dancing. Actually, no, I'm not going to pay for it because I know you're going to fall asleep. So, we're not even doing that. But those were great comments about the routines, right?
And that made me reminisce because Shea Zamardi's floor routine, that actually was, I think, my favorite floor routine during that season.
Was that LSU?
Yeah.
I do remember. And she's beautiful, too.
Oh, my gosh. She's so pretty, and she can tumble really well. But that was back when LSU, their floor lineup.
That was the team,
yeah,
wasn't it?
One after another.
And Ashley would culminate the end of this wonderfulness.
But not even Ashley ending it, Sydney Ewing would start it.
Yeah.
And the energy that she brought to the PMAC.
Yeah.
From the leadoff, and she would just go all out.
And I think that's when we watched them at Nationals in St. Louis, right?
I think that was that same year.
And that was the year where they had just competed the night before, and then they came back, and they were bouncing off the floor.
Not great.
Yeah.
But I agree with you, Hattie. Her floor routine was absolutely beautiful.
I also agree with her selecting Trinity, too.
I know.
Because, and she's right, it's her intricate moves that she does, but it's also her looks.
Yeah.
You know, she'll demurely look up at the judges. Like, I've got a secret.
Yeah.
Keep watching me and you'll uncover more.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Back to the wind thing. She's like the wind.
Yeah.
Which is how we got into
I know, right?
Dirty
Let's not go there.
Dancing.
Let's not go there. But then Maria also answered our question for us.
Our Denver fan, Maria?
Yes. And she said, I agree with you all about Gracie Kramer. I would also say Margzetta Frazier, but she hasn't been on floor. And I would also love for Darian Goburn to go viral, which is also very true. Margzetta, I'm so upset that she is injured because her floor routine this season is one of a kind.
Sure.
I'm hoping that because she hasn't competed on floor as much as she would like, she can still do the same floor routine next year because it's so iconic, or they just come up with something even better.
I mean, she's got the talent.
Yeah.
So thanks for those who've responded. We obviously got more comments about viral routines, and so thanks for all those that responded. Time for meat?
No.
Oh, there's more?
News you can use.
God, I hate this segment. I really do.
No, this is a good segment.
I don't know if I hate the segment or I hate the name of this segment.
So there is officially a new program in women's college gymnastics.
I know. You sent me that link. I was so excited.
Oh my gosh. So Long Island University Division I officially is starting a program next year.
So a new women's collegiate gymnastics program that's Division I.
Yeah. I think they said the last one was the University of Arkansas.
Wow. And they're the Long Island Sharks.
Yeah.
So we're going to have Lady Sharks.
Someone said the Gym Sharks. Because gymnastics, sharks, gym sharks. You like lady sharks better? That sounds like lady sharks.
I don't know if I like gym sharks.
I like it better than lady
sharks. That sounds
sharks.
like gym shorts to me, and it's not like shorts, it's sharks. So, yeah.
Okay, well, that's to be decided. But they're starting, I guess, to find a coaching staff. They had a questionnaire for potential gymnasts that are interested in joining the team, so things are moving.
That's so neat. And I'm wondering if this is part of, we had Randy Lane on our show a couple of times. And he talked about that new program to try to get more schools to have college gymnasts. I wonder if this is part of his work.
Yeah, so it's definitely part of CGGI's initiative.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I'm pretty sure he's not stopping anytime soon.
That's great news.
Yeah.
That's great news.
And it was so cool just to see the Gymternet really come together. All of the teams were tweeting at LIU about congratulating them on the new team. And so it's just really exciting because at the end of the day, all we want is success for the sport of gymnastics.
Absolutely. Congratulations, LIU. And we look forward to talking about you on a future podcast.
And, I mean, New York's not that far from us.
And I love New York.
I know. A little weekend trip up and back.
Now, Long Island's not that far. Like, when you talk about New York, there's like the Adirondack Mountains.
Oh, yeah.
Where, that's a little bit tougher.
Yeah.
But okay, that's great.
Yeah. So now, can we get into meet recaps?
We can.
So I actually didn't really watch that many meets this weekend.
I didn't either, Chelsea. I have to be honest.
But the meet that surprised me the most, which I didn't really intend on watching, was the Nastia Liukin Cup. And I don't know if you know what that is.
I don't.
So it's basically a meet that level 10 gymnasts qualify to throughout the year.
Okay.
So it's all of the top level 10 gymnasts competing in one location the day before the American Cup for the elite gymnasts.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so there's a senior division and a junior division. It's kind of just like a face-off of all of the top gymnasts.
Very talented gymnasts.
Oh my gosh, and I didn't think I would be that interested in the meet, but I totally was because, club isn't really our thing.
Right.
These senior gymnasts, a lot of them are going off to college next year.
Right.
So they already are in that college mindset. They have their routines that they're probably going to do at college.
Right.
And they're competing without really this stress because they're already committed. They've already signed their national letters of intent.
Sure.
Yeah. So
although they're on national TV, so saying they're not stressed, I'm not sure you can say
that. I'm sure they were
nervous,
but they're probably more looking forward to competing in college. And they've already qualified to kind of like the biggest name meet of the year.
So you wouldn't be stressed?
Not if I was as talented as those girls.
I think you'd probably still be stressed.
Well, I'm stressed all the time. So. But, Mom, you're going to be so happy because there were actually 2 LSU commits that were fantastic.
Really?
So Olivia Dunn, who is kind of reminiscent of Sarah Finnegan. We won't compare the two.
Okay.
But she was definitely a lot more balletic, as Hattie stated in the voicemail.
Which I love that word. Balletic.
Yeah. And then also Haley Bryant, who ended up winning the senior meet.
Wow. And she's committed to LSU.
Next year.
I'm getting excited.
And she scored a 10-0 on vault.
Was it that good?
Oh my gosh.
What was it?
It was a front handspring pike half.
Oh, wow. She flew.
Oh my gosh. LSU is going to be so happy to have her. She's just like, she drips with talent.
Wow.
Everything looks so easy.
So her combined with Kaya next year.
Yeah. And I know you say you're completely
No, that
unbiased
was
this year.
That was this year.
Okay.
I was giving it a year between Sarah Finnegan and, anything future.
Okay.
So I'm not deciding for 2021.
So, I mean, if you're looking for a team for 2021.
You know what? I'm rooting for Dee Dee.
I know. Yeah, me too.
That's what I'm rooting for. Dee Dee's got to win a national title.
I know, yeah.
She's got to.
So hopefully Haley and Olivia can help them get there.
There you go.
But also Andrea Lee and Gabby Perea. Those 2 gymnasts were so much fun to watch, and they're committed to Cal. I can totally see them at Cal. They have that style that I know will fit perfectly at Cal, and I'm excited to see their impact.
It sounds like actually a very interesting meet to watch.
Yeah, and then what actually surprised me is that there were quite a few gymnasts who are committed to University of North Carolina.
Really? That's Coach Galvin's team, right?
Yes.
Well, that's why they committed there.
And one of the gymnasts actually is from North Carolina, so I'm sure they're...
Right. It's home.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that meet was a lot of fun to watch. I can only say that college gymnastics, from the looks of that meet, is only going to get more competitive.
Yeah, that's good.
Which is so exciting.
Well, keep in mind, though, you watch them compete in the cup. It doesn't mean those are the skills that they're going to bring. Obviously, they'll bring the skills. It may not be the ones they compete with.
That's true. And, I mean, we've seen so many unfortunate stories of people having all of these expectations for gymnasts when they have successful club careers. But then when they get to college, it's just, college is a different beast. So.
Sure. Exactly.
I also mentioned briefly in the beginning of the show, Florida was at Penn State this weekend. So Trinity got to go home, compete in front of her home crowd.
Right.
And she got a 10 on floor.
Did she? That's her first floor 10, isn't it? Now, she could have gotten 10s on floor before then.
Yeah.
They just weren't scored that way.
Yes.
But she actually got the 10 on floor. Okay, so it's a 10 on floor, 10 on bars, 10 on beam. Not on vault yet. She does that hop after the vault.
She'll get there. She will get there.
I think that's going to be the toughest for her.
I think next season she's going to figure out that vault landing.
I just don't know why they don't let her just do a double.
It's not that easy.
I bet for her it is.
That's between Trinity and her coaches.
It is. Like, I wouldn't really know, so you're right about that.
But you are probably going to be most excited about this information. Rachel Gowie got a 10
on beam.
Yes.
And again, she really could have gotten a 10 before now.
Mm-hmm.
But again, she got one, so congratulations. That's great.
I know.
So 2 Florida gymnasts in the last meet got 2 10s.
Yeah.
Do you know what their final score was? I'm just curious.
I think it was like a 198.1, something like that. They were definitely above 198.
Wow.
Yeah. So, again, they're undefeated. Oklahoma, Florida, and Utah
are undefeated this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let the games begin.
I know. But we also have to mention that both Kyla and Maggie got a 10-0 on vault this weekend.
Did they?
And it was Maggie's senior meet.
Oh.
So, and I just need to mention that Bree Showers was actually recognized. Well, obviously, she's a senior, but she's no longer competing. But what was really nice is that KJ surprised her and the team. After the meet was over, everyone had competed. On the big Jumbotron, they showed Bree Showers' floor routine. So it was a surprise to everyone, which was like a tearjerker. But it's just cool for the coaches to recognize and to show gratitude to Bree and everything that she's done for the team.
That's just KJ. You know, she's just, in addition to being just a great winning coach, she's incredibly thoughtful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was Alabama's senior meet on the SEC network. They had actually that whole ceremony.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So, watching the gymnast and their parents. I mean, that's for me whenever I watch a senior meet. It's watching the parents that always just takes my heart away. Oh, absolutely.
Why?
Because it's kind of the culmination of their commitment to their daughter's success. And you can see their daughter's appreciation for that success on display.
Yeah.
And that proudness that those parents have at that very moment, it's just all right there.
It's true.
They're hard to watch because there's so much emotion, and whether that's emotion that it's over, whether that's emotion that the little young girl that, we were going to the gym 5 days a week, all those hours, all that commitment, and watching them be the success that they are and beginning the next part of their life. Mm-hmm. It's just all right there on display.
So speaking of senior meets, there are quite a few more this weekend. One of the biggest ones that people are talking about is the UCLA meet, because I think they have about 9 seniors on their team. Maddie Koshin, Kyla Ross, Anna and Grace Glenn, Fish, Felicia Hano, just so many seniors.
Wow.
I know. All of those seniors have an impact on that team.
They've had over the years.
Yeah.
They really have.
Yeah, so that's going to be a hard one to watch. But also, Elevate the Stage. The second meet of the year for Elevate the Stage is happening this weekend in Birmingham. So it's going to be Alabama versus Auburn. And then another meet that I'm also very excited about is Oklahoma will be at Minnesota. And what's exciting about this meet is that it's actually been sold out for about 2 weeks now.
Really?
And it's like Maggie's homecoming meet.
Oh, that's why. I was trying to understand why it was sold out. It's to see Maggie.
Yeah, at home.
Yeah.
For the last time.
I would have bought tickets for that.
I know, right? That's like, I'm like already getting the chills. Oh my gosh. And there's going to be so many Minnesota gymnasts competing in that meet.
It's Maggie's last home meet.
So they're going to be televising that. So if you guys have the chance to watch it.
I'm raising my hand. I'm watching that
I know,
one.
right? We got to watch it. And then Denver will be at Nebraska. And that's going to be Nebraska's senior meet. So
Okay. So those are all meets to watch. And remember, our good friends at College Gym News are live blogging the meets.
yeah, so College Gym News is your one-stop shop for all things college gymnastics. For event coverage, leotard rankings, in-depth features, fantasy gymnastics resources, and more, visit collegegymnews.com.
And if you're interested in supporting CGN's expanding coverage, visit collegegymnews.com/donate. College Gym News, all the college gymnastics news you want all in one place. One thing, Chelcie, before we say goodbye, we want to do a reminder. We haven't done that in a while.
Oh, yeah.
About making sure you become a member of the Routine Podcast. All these wonderful listeners who are tweeting us, commenting, and leaving us voicemails. Make sure you think about becoming a subscriber to the Routine Podcast.
And you do that by clicking the Support Us tab on our website. And we have 3 different options for you all. We have a general admission, we have front row seats, and we have box seats.
And when you support us, you get one of these cool Routine Podcast bags.
It's true. My favorite bag.
My second favorite bag. My favorite bag says, "This mom tweets."
But if you like today's episode, be sure to give us 5 stars on the Apple Podcast app. It really helps us out. And if you want to continue the conversation with us, you can tweet us. Our Twitter is @RoutinePodcast. You can email us at info@theroutinepodcast.com, or you can leave us a voicemail on our website, theroutinepodcast.com.
And you do that by clicking the episode that you're most interested in leaving a comment about. You'll see a button at the top that's a voicemail button. Click the voicemail and leave us a message.
And I hope you all enjoy this weekend of meets. I hope you don't get too teary-eyed watching all of the seniors. And we look forward to heading into postseason.
If you watch Dirty Dancing, you're probably going to get teary-eyed yourself, Charles.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
I doubt it too. We'll talk to you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.